What's up, guys? Big Light here, and I was sick for a little while, didn't play the game for a long time. Played it on my other account some during part of the week. I'll have a Magneto game coming for you from that account. This one I just played on the new patch, played it yesterday, and you can see we have our Insta-Lock Captain America. I like to go in and Insta-Lock Captain America and then see what the team does, and if it's not going to work, then I switch to something else. Oftentimes, if I'm the only tank, I'll switch to Magneto. If it just seems like the team's not going to work with Captain America, I might switch to like Thor or something like that. But in this case, it looks good to me. It looks like it's going to be nice. I actually really like playing Captain America with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange's his AoE thing that you build up, the releasing dark magic thing, it's really good if he plays aggressive at like sniping kills off Captain America's damage. Like you dive in, knock someone up, punch him a couple times, hit him with a couple shields, and then he pops that AoE thing and it just kills them. So he's actually, I really like playing with him. I actually like it, I think, better than Thor. You do get to pop the team up and do a bunch of damage when you have Thor, but honestly, I really like Strange as a pairing as far as tanks with Captain America. And you can see I kind of flanked. We saw they have two flyers, so I was like, oh, this is not optimal. We might have to switch to Magneto depending on how this goes, because the two flyers are tough. I got a couple punches on Storm here, and then the thing was close enough that he was blocking those. So I would have been able to kill her, but the thing's fat head was in the way, and so I was hitting that instead. And so also with the thing being in here, you can see that this is the new patch. And with the new patch, Captain America got, they separated the left click. The left click still does exactly what it used to do, but now you can still melee if you want when you have the shield throws ready, which can be useful. So that one I want to pause. I've done it a couple times in this video where you could really tell. But Captain America's animation cancel makes his DPS go up a lot, and you can see I dove in there and killed Jeff. And if you've played Captain America, you probably noticed that the plinks that you heard from the shield hitting Jeff in the face were very fast, and much faster than like the default. And to do the animation cancel, all you do is hold W and shift so that you're sprinting forward, and then you hold left click until the shield hits the target every time, and then let it go, and then left click and hold until it hits the target over and over again. And depending on how close they are, you can throw the shield faster and faster and faster. But you don't want to just like speed click the shield, because the shield comes back, like teleports back to Captain America the instant you let go of left click. So if you just speed click the thing, he throws the shield like half an inch. And so you really have to be like, you got to have your nuts up on him if that's going to hit him. And so you'll get it, as you play it more and more, you'll get a rhythm for kind of how far away they are for how fast you need to click the thing. But you just got to make sure you hold the left click until it hits them. And then you'll let it go and get the shield back right after it hits them. And you'll be able to throw the shield much faster than the normal like attack speed on it. So I'm going to go back a little bit, and you can listen to the shield pings. I did it, if I went back far enough here, I did it to the thing and did a bunch of damage and made him back up, and then I wanted to dive Jeff and start to get pressure on their supports and kind of split their team up, right? Like I always talk about with the tank, make space with the dive champions especially, get on the supports, split the team up, make the supports do something other than heal their team so that the team is kind of at a disadvantage for not having healing. So we'll go back. I do it here. You could hear those, especially the last two were really quick. And then I see Jeff, and I punch him, and then got him really quick there, faster than he expected. He didn't realize that I was going to be able to hurt him that bad, that quickly. I think I threw a couple of shield throws really fast, and then I threw the bouncy shield to kill him. The bouncy shield, if you're going to kill someone, you can throw it in the air and just drill him in the face with it, and that's fine. But most of the time you want to throw it at the ground, because then it can't miss. When it hits the ground first, it will bounce and find the target instantly. So that one, we just threw it in there. We got a lucky kill on Iron Fist. The Namor ult was amazing right here. You can avoid Jeff's ult with Captain America by jumping and then dashing. But I had a moment of indecision and missed it, so I got eaten. You can see we're winning, and the poor thing just fat-fingered his ult back there, which is really unfortunate. The thing you see doesn't get knocked up. That's part of what the thing does, is he can't be like displaced and stuff. And so when I dove on him, I got a little damage, but I didn't knock him up. And this Iron Fist, I think that they were trying, because he's been changed to be a little more of an anti-tank. And so they're trying to use him against me and Strange, but it's not working. I popped my ult when Storm popped hers, because I wanted to try to save Mantis. But she killed it right through my ult. Mantis might have got knocked off the little Star Spangled Road there or something, but she died right through my ult. The whole point of that was to try to save her from the Storm ult. It didn't work. You can see that we're getting the quick throws on the tanks here. The tanks tend to be actually the easiest to get that on, because the skinny targets, when you're trying to do the animation cancel, you kind of want to run past them. The tanks have these big fat bodies that you can just sprint right into and just bash the shield off their face. But yeah, first round went really well. You can see, as always with the tank, we make space, we give our team a chance to succeed. We're getting killing blows, and most importantly in that one is really the time when the fight was close, or when it was kind of like in question, was before I killed that Jeff. And then once I killed the Jeff, the other team kind of spent a lot of time staggering, a lot of time trying to come back, that kind of stuff, after they lost that fight. So that was kind of like the key component there, and then it was an easy stomp. And now we're going into the next round, looking to do basically the same thing to him. Okay, so we have Namor and Squirrel Girl, so we have lots of damage. The one thing you might want to do with them, Namor definitely secures kills. Squirrel Girl tends to get these kind of like tons of chip damage, and if other people knock people low, then she'll kind of luck into these kills. But sometimes she's really good and she just drills people with the little grenades, but a lot of times she's just kind of throwing them like she is right now and just kind of getting damage. And so it's really good to try to like finish off the kills when she does the damage. Team does a great job killing the penny nest. You always want to kill the penny nest. We're going in, getting a little damage, backing up, not dying, getting some more damage, just getting people to look at us while our DPSers are dealing damage. And then we got a pick on the penny. I was trying to get the Storm, couldn't. We have the thing going. I wanted to throw shields at the Johnny Storm, but I couldn't. Again, going in, the thing, he got away, fair enough, and we start running. Johnny Storm is chasing me. I'm really not worried here. He's not killing me. And I dash in, grab that, and then use the shield to go back down the stairs. Really no worry there. Nobody's killing you from that spot. These destructible walls now a couple times have eaten my bouncy shield, which is really unfortunate. But we see Cloak low there, and we go in and throw the shield at her to get her even lower, and then Strange killed her. So that's really good. We just made sure that we set her up to give the teammates a chance to make a play, right? So that one, we popped the ult to make sure our team had heals, and then we just start chasing because they're in a bad spot. Bouncy shield hits Johnny, kills Storm, and then we follow up with just chucking our shield at Johnny and kill him to get him staggered out. So it'll take him a little longer to get the team together and come back in. A few extra seconds. We're back with the team chilling. Squirrel Girl's going to go take a look and shoot at him a little bit, and when I see her getting shot at, then I just go ahead and go in and just slap them up a little bit so that they can't chase Squirrel Girl too much. You see we got a kill on Storm during that. Not us personally. Our team did. I think it was Namor. Chasing the thing here. Get him killed. So team's losing the fight again. At this point, we're really just kind of stomping them. All we're really doing is Strange is doing a really good job too. And we're just being aggressive, pushing in on them, and just making sure we get good damage when we can and pick good targets when we can. So we're actually playing Cap right now into double flyers, which is usually pretty rough, but now they've switched. This, you see, I go onto the Cloak. She had to ult or I was going to kill her. So she ulted from far out and a little earlier than she wanted. Storm ults, and I thought like we were going to lose that fight, so I started to back up. Looked better. Looked bad again, so I backed up. You can see Mr. Fantastic and the Thing chasing me, but they're not. Again, they're not going to kill me. I'm too fast. Grabbed a health pack, ran away. Regrouped. I suggested to the team that we portal in here, but we decided to just walk it. So team's looking to walk back in. I see Storm up high there. And I see that they're all so far forward. And Cloak is back here on the point. I was like, oh, I can go harass her. And again, she has to use the right click disappear thing really early because I was gonna kill her. Team is getting nuked up pretty bad, but Squirrel Girl's ult is kind of doing work in there. I was backed up because I thought this was a fight that was lost. And then when she popped the spider time thing, I thought again, but teammates are making plays. And I see Luna's ult, and I was like, okay, let's go in, let's win this thing. And yeah, this is, people are doing damage. We had a lot of ults because we didn't really need them for any other fights before this. And then I ult them just to keep them topped off because I know we're about to win. And we kill Penny. And then basically this, I push past because that will kind of slow them down as far as getting in, so that they won't touch the point, right? The Thing wasn't going to fight my whole team by himself. I was going in to kind of stop the supports so that if the Flyers did push past me, they would just go in and get killed by my team. And that's all there really is to it. We just kept going after people, doing damage, and putting pressure on them. And in this case, it gave us the MVP for this game. I don't know how it picks it, but yeah. That time we did a good job. We kept on top of them, kept pressure on them, and as always, we played our life. We didn't die. So there you go. That was a little quick 7-minute banger on Captain America where we just went in and won real fast, gave the team a chance to succeed, and the team played well. Most of the time, if you give your teammates that kind of like space and the chance to succeed, they will play well, right? They're ranked as high as you are. If you put them in a good situation, they usually play well and do good damage. So when you play a tank well, it's really normal to see your DPS play well too, right? To be like, oh yeah, the DPS did good damage and killed people. That happens all the time. You'll have games where you're playing the tank correctly, you're playing your position correctly, and the DPS just don't do shit and you lose. That happens. There's nothing you can do about that. But most of the time, when you play the tank well, you'll see that your healers play well, your DPS play well, and their healers and DPS usually struggle. So that is kind of the power of the tank. It doesn't totally show up on the board here what you're doing, but you're giving your team a chance for the whole team to play well. And that's the idea of the tank. You're not a hard carry like DPS, right? Like if you're good enough at Hela, you just kill everybody in the lobby and your team wins. The tank is more about just giving your team a chance to succeed and giving them a chance to play comfortably and play their best. So that's what you do. That's what we did here. It was an absolute stomp. We won super fast, and the game gods decided that Cap should be the MVP on this one. So yeah, go out there, enjoy the tank. Remember, you're always giving your team the best chance to succeed. That's the goal. And have fun out there, guys.